Welcome to or welcome back to another episode of A Piece of Leek Incorporated. And in today's lesson, we'll be learning about the magic ring. Before we do get started, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video and turn your notification bells on. Be sure to connect with me on my socials. You can find me on Instagram at A Piece of Leek Incorporated, as well as follow me on TikTok at A Piece of Leek. Let's jump into it. The first example that I'll show you here is similar to that of the first way that we made a slip knot. But instead of pulling the slip knot tight, you're just going to leave it loose and start making however many stitches it is that you want to include to start the length or the height rather of your stitches before you get started. Here I was making half double crochets, so I just chained up 3 and then continued on with making a half double crochet for the sake of the example. I'm always going to give you guys options. So right now, we're going to try another method by taking the yarn and placing it over, making an X in the back and diagonal lines on the top of our fingers. Now right here, I'm demonstrating how it would look if you were right-handed, because you would set up on your left hand. And if you are like me and left-handed, you're going to actually switch, take this yarn and do the same exact motion, but on your right fingers, because you're going to use your left hand with your hook. But I take it around, make an X, 2 diagonal lines on the top. I take my hook, insert it in, pull that farther yarn away from you, and you see I twist up, kind of like the same thing we've been showing. So down and twist up. And I'm just going to demonstrate that a few times to make sure that you got it. Alright guys, and the next important thing to note is now you're going to remove your fingers and you should have what would look similar to an A, because you see a ring, you see where your hoop is around your hook, and you're just going to yarn over and do the same exact thing as I was doing before, chaining up maybe 2, 3, whatever the height is that you need to be able to start your stitch, and then just go right into your magic ring. An important thing to note is that with these 2 first methods that I've shown you, you have the ability to adjust your ring with that string. Now the third option I'm going to show you is using a slip knot. So we're going to start off by using a slip knot here, demonstrating that, making that goldfish, pulling through, have your slip knot. We're going to insert our hook and then tighten the loop, and then I'm just going to chain 4. Okay, you can chain 3, chain 4, whatever works best for you, but you're going to chain 4 for this example. And we're going to go to our very first stitch that we started with, and we're going to insert our hook directly into that first stitch. I'm going to yarn over and then pull through both loops straight through. Okay, we're not going to do anything extra, just pull that same loop right through. So I'm just going to chain up 3 as I would when I'm starting a granny square, and I'm just going to do a couple of double crochets here into the middle, just so you can kind of see how that will work up. And eventually, at the end, I noticed that I did, in this example, yarn over the yarn as I'm going. So the string, the extra piece of string that was left from the middle piece, I just continued to crochet over that piece of yarn. And then at the end, when I'm finished, I was able to pull that string from the back and tighten it just a little bit more, so the circle in the middle could close up a bit, because that is the only issue or the only difference with this method. But doing it this way, pulling it at the end, did tighten it, so you guys could do this method as well and get the exact same result for your projects, because ultimately that's all we want.